Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter follow image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, revealing as a pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie. You understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within, call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty handle to the sky, and I'ma wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. Take her higher, higher. Fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher. Fly up out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running. Show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is what we coming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up. You're with the army, ready when the truth act up. Nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof, I touch, put up a guard and count to 10. Lions den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire. Fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold day. Cold day. Never been a product of a flawless environment. Never acted like I'm higher than you. And I still pray, dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Cause I'd rather be running away. I would rather be running. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away now. I need to get away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Sunday. A little impromptu live stream, but I couldn't resist given what happened after I ended my live stream yesterday. And, everybody in Sussex Squad is aware, but, I have to put my little spin on it. So hello. Happy Sunday to you all, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. I am VS Speaks Royally. And so let's get into this. I don't want to keep you long. I just want to come in, get to it, and then let you go and enjoy the rest of your day. So all that being said, here we go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, that's just so quirky to hear that thing saying it. Let me do this secondly. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So yesterday, we were discussing the foolishness of the royal family and the Rhoda, which is their PR arm, my opinion, but that truly is what they are, per Harry even. So this letter, Lettergate 2.0 has occurred. And just to give some context, so thank you to the squaddies who are putting the receipts out there hard and heavy and are like, we're not taking no foolishness from none of you over there. So The Oprah, this is a transcript. And if we go down to like the fourth paragraph, Meghan is saying, yeah, and even I wrote letters to his family saying, please, it's very clear that protection of me and Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That is fine. Please keep my husband safe. But if we say it again, and I even wrote letters, plural. She said this. This Oprah interview was in 2021. They were quiet for the whole year after they, escaped hell. AKA the UK, the British royal family, whatever one you want to throw in there. My opinion. So she said this it was aired in March 2021. They were declared liars off the gate, blah, 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 blah. So here we are in 2023, and now we have Lettergate 2.0. So they're throwing out these little tidbits. The Duchess is believed to have thanked the king for his words. The Duchess's letter is also said to suggest that she had never intended to specifically accuse the individual involved of being a racist, but was raising concerns about unconscious bias. Okay. That's a UK term, so let's get over that. Meghan is American through and through. Now, she may know some of the terminology for the UK, but come on, that's just not her. So we'll let y'all have that. So we saw, when they were putting out, again, additional commentary on what was happening. But the main thing about this is the revelations come after Duchess of Sussex confirms she will not come to Britain for Charles' coronation. Now, this is where all of this is stemming. All of a sudden, this leak just drops. And it is coming out of the UK, and it is coming from the royal family. I don't care which household it is, but because both of them seem to be pointing fingers. Contraire. So we again saw all of this, and recollections and made various statement was made after the Oprah interview. We do remember all of that good glory stuff. But the Rhoda put out very similar headlines. Now, I showed this yesterday, Valentine Lowe, for his fascinating story. You also had RP, who was like, interesting piece. I showed a little bit. I think I showed a rebuttal to Emu, but Emu was like, well, this is fascinating, and the timing too. So they all had their little talking points. Emu got pushed back because she straight out said, this leak is straight out of Team Sussex. So I know if Valentine Lowe got some papers, you did too, Emu, and I'm going to explain in a minute. So we saw all of this going on, and it just so happens
a few moments later
that the attorneys at law at Funk Around and Find Out showed up. And, it said if you had just kept your mouth shut, this wouldn't be happening. And woo, 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 isn't that the truth? So, a statement was released for those that are not aware, that are outside of Squad on a regular basis. An official statement from Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex is going about her life in the present, not thinking about correspondence from 2 years ago related to conversations from 4 years ago. Any suggestion otherwise is false and frankly ridiculous. We encourage tabloid media and various royal correspondents to stop the exhausting circus that they alone are creating. Well, boo-boo. Oh, I love it. When F around and find out, is a statement. Yeah. So shortly thereafter, and this was funny because I was on Barron's Live and most of us were. And I was reading these as he was finding out too on his live. And yeah, She's not playing with you all, and I hope you all understand. Stop it. Now, I had said on my live stream, and I think it was a comment that I got, and I replied and said she's going to have to just send papers, and she did. Because Valentine Lowe went and tweeted. He was like, given that legal letters have been sent by the Sussex's lawyers as well as the Palace's since the story was published. Now, when the hell has the Palace ever sent legal letters? Okay. It seems I was wrong in assuming that it came from the Sussex camp. Sorry to all about that, but even more intriguing. If they have nothing to do with the Rhoda, as the Sussex squad has been trying to tell y'all, it didn't come from the Sussex camp, as y'all like to call it. We tried to tell you, but you didn't want to listen. So therefore you had papers dropped on you, or as you say, legal letters. More than likely cease and desist. Because when I went to Emu's timeline for that tweet that I showed, this tweet here, the comments are off and there's nothing under it, no replies. And she had a ton of replies because this was under her original. Oh, y'all are finding out right now. She's not the one. And she has told you, Harry has told you countless times, y'all don't want to listen, but okay, y'all are going to find out. You do remember now, we all learned that in the UK, the one that writes the letter owns the copyright. And I know y'all weren't intending on really trying to publish the letter, were you? Which is a response to another letter that she got. She said in the Oprah interview, I've written letters. Okay. But oh no, she was a lie. And that just did not happen. Well, VL and the rest of them have effed around and found out. And bravo, bravo, bravo. Keep on playing with them. That's all I'm going to say. Let us shout, hallelujah. All right. Now, trending today, I did see still Meghan and then Valentine Lowe. Because, you know, you had to get out there and pump your chest a little bit. All of y'all had the very similar talking points about the same little article that I hope has been removed. But then again, just leave it because it's evidence. And it's all over the interwebs. Because once you put it out there, it's gone. It's out there. And shared and shared and shared and shared and shared. What I found funny are that toxic British media is also trending, and then hate for hire journalists is also trending. See, play with us if you want. The squad is like, oh, okay, y'all want to be like that? That's no problem, because you know we'll hashtag you up. I saw this meme in my timeline, and I just had to share it because it fits so perfectly. Never pick a fight with a woman older than 40. They are full of rage and sick of everyone's shit. You found out when them letters dropped. I'm so glad that the legal team, she just picked up the phone. Of course, you know, she probably has them on speed dial because dealing with the UK media and the royal family, you have to with all the damn leaks and all the other crazy bullshit. Enough with the smear campaign. I hope y'all realize that this is the beginning, just enough with the smear campaign. If you can't sell your papers without using their name, specifically Meghan's, then don't just go out of business. We'd be doing a whole lot of hurrays if that were to happen because, you know, you've destroyed many lives. You will not destroy hers. Okay. That's all the stuff I wanted to share. I just had to come on and discuss the statement, you know, that Meghan did. Her team laid down the gauntlet and just was like, stop it. And when I saw on Emu that, you know, the comments were gone, and basically she put it where, unless you follow her, I have them blocked. Most of the road are blocked, so I just have to unblock just to view their, well, I don't have to unblock. I just hit view their their tweets, and yeah, hers was she shut her stuff down. Yeah, Emu knows she don't want the heat. She really doesn't want the heat. So it definitely was a mic drop. I'm gonna jump into the comments. I'm just gonna pick a spot where since I have a lot more time, or a little bit more time anyway. I just want to spend a little bit of the time with you. Let me see. Hello, everyone that has joined. Hello, Dots and Crossover. How are you? Let me see this. Church Nelly. Oh, no. And Tam's released a letter to make Peghead look bad. Yeah, but they look bad. I'm sure it was the consort because she seems to be running him, um, you know, leading him by the nose. But yeah. Oh, Black Queen, thank you for 6 months of membership. Let me go over to the YouTube side because I can't see your message. StreamYard, please get with it and update this again so that we can see the messages on this side of the house. Because it is too much. Oh, that's so sweet. Love you all, my warriors of humanity. There you go. I had to come over and see the message. All right, let me come back over to StreamYard. Hey, JJ. Oh, Pinky. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. This is for you. Let me get to the right spot. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Yeah, I don't get I'll probably have to just delete the ones I have in there and upload them again. It's just weird. The delay. Let me look at this. Joyce, Meghan wrote letters before the Oprah interview to ask that Harry doesn't lose his security, but Charles sent her a letter after the interview in which she responded to that was leaked. Yeah. Show it all or don't show it or don't show anything at all. So but again, after the Oprah interview, it was basically, oh, they're lying. As we said, recollections vary, right? Mm-hmm. They keep forgetting. Oh, look at this, cookies and cream. 13 minutes, my manager. Oh, let me go look over on the YouTube side, y'all. Be a little patient. We'll get back to the trash time, of course. Let me see. YouTube. It won't go back far enough for me to grab it. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get to it now. Nope, won't let me see it. Darn you, YouTube. Okay, but thank you. Cookies and cream. I wish I could see it on this side. Tier, who leaked the letter? Good question. Well, I mean, it's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a liar by its toe. When they holler, let them go. Eeny, meeny, Clarence House and KP don't matter to me. They're all the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably who it was, Church Nelly. Annie Schilling shut that shit that very quickly. Very quickly. I mean, it was like within hours. I love it though. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, did she really say, oh? Meghan is like, look, I don't have time for y'all. Joseph, mic drop. Time for Meghan and Duchess gave the Derangers a major league clap back. What? Yes. For Lowe to apologize, like he was quick on it. He probably deleted. I've never followed him, so I didn't even bother looking on his timeline. But yeah, Rachel, they out and out lied on Meghan, expecting her not to respond, and they should have known better. I always say it. They tell on themselves. Firstly, the Rhoda using very similar talking points, almost word for word, but fascinating was the main word in all of their tweets about that article. But yeah, they're all going to find out. And especially being the Telegraph, which we know that that's usually a KP mouthpiece. So, I don't think they usually are in the bag for CH, but who knows? I mean, who knows which one. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, kids, seeing on Twitter protests about the cost of living crisis looks like today. Well, do. That's what they should be focused on instead of trying to mess with Rachel, Meghan Markle, the wife of Prince Harry, who is the Duchess of Sussex, and the mother of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Leave her alone. Leave them both alone, but leave her alone. Harry's been trying to tell y'all that since 2016, but you won't listen. Fortunately, the palace never sent legal letters. Oh, I know that. It just doesn't seem like them. They try to delay Meghan in even suing, remember? So, again, they always tell on themselves, but yeah. Being that it was, we know that Shillings did. They probably didn't even need Meghan to even say anything. They just watch and they just, go forward. Marjorie, love it, love it, love it. Yes, me too. When Meghan is getting more positive news, okay, listen. I hope it's not from the Rhoda because they can try all they want, but yeah. She's here living her life, just doing what she normally does. They try to make a big deal over, they only worked 1 hour. All right, get a life. Use your brains if you have any. Okay. Black Queen, encourage is so loaded. Cease and desist, biatch. There you go. There you go. There you go. C and D. It works every time. For him to apologize, it was strongly worded. And they know Shillings is not the one. Yeah. Marty, the palace did not send anything. They're just looking good PR. Well, they can look, but you can't leak and then send legal papers. That doesn't make sense. Because the only way that those letters or letter, and only seems to be Meghan's response, the only way that got out to the Rhoda is that it came out of one of your hands, one of your offices. Let's be real about it. So, you wouldn't be sending legal papers. They own you all. It's not the other way around. So, Marshall, how you doing? These derangers and rotten Rhoda rats are slowly learning through their thick brains to leave a sister alone. Meg is showing them what a black, biracial American woman will do to them. She showed them once, but she's like, oh, you want Act 2? Oh, okay. There's that scene in the docuseries when she was very flustered at Harry's brother. You all know what scene I'm talking about. They should have taken notice then. Let's leave her alone. Okay. But they want to keep messing with her. Dorothy. He's lying. Charles didn't send any legal papers, nor did Space. Space only worries about the human rights when it's shutting down the shenanigans that he does. One day that will expire, or somebody will just take the chance and go for the gusto and write all about his shenanigans, hopefully on the day of his coronation. And the British royal family are a bunch of scheming liars. Yeah, they are. They try their best to, even in the midst of, we'll make sure you say that we sent letters too, Okay. Hopefully the letters went to the palace as well, to both offices or all 3 offices, because, you have to deal with Clarence House, you have to deal with KP, and you have to deal with Buckingham. Yeah. They have never stepped forward to protect Meghan. And now you want to try to give an illusion like you are? Get the F out of here. Okay, it's Sunday. I'm going to try to curb the language a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm churching. Didn't they call Meghan a liar? No. Yes! Meghan was telling the truth the whole damn time. Exactly! It proves she was telling the truth. There was this whole, because they were doing backflips, Oh, as I said, who jumped out there first to say that, oh, snooze, we's not a racist family. Oh, no. Mm-hmm. Always follow the one that jumps out there. The hit dog does yell, right? Mm-hmm. Joseph, our Duchess told him to keep her name out there. MF and mouths, yes. Yes, she did. On more than one occasion. First, Harry did in 2016 with his statement that he released. Oh, y'all didn't want to listen. Okay. They moved, kept on going, kept on going, kept on going. I mean, they've gone so far as to say she didn't even have, suicide ideations. They said everything she was saying was a lie. How dare you? She should have shut y'all down then, but y'all are giving her opportunities now. Mm-hmm. And since she won that privacy case, I knew y'all don't want to try it again. Although Lilibet does need a Lamborghini when she's able to drive, Archie has his from the first lawsuit. So bring it on, idiots. Bring it on. Y'all can't help yourselves. You're like crack addicts when it comes down to Meghan. They really are. Kids, Church Nelly and anti-Meghan people are joining Spoutable. India Willoughby has been spotted. Oh, really? Oh, just let Christopher know. And if something pops up, because I think he has some things set up. He's snagged a few other people. Believe you me. Receipts. Let them, I won't, let them do themselves, by the receipts. Kim, their slips are showing and Princess Meghan has receipts. She always has. So even when, I still want them to release the information. They said all of this was going to be, handled privately as a family. That was a lie because the Rhoda has not let up since. But the bullying accusations that came out right around the time of the Oprah interview, everybody saw that for what it was. But yeah, let's see what y'all are working with. Why don't you? I mean, Meghan did ask, go ahead and release what you need to, so therefore we can respond. And they knew that is not a hot iron we want to touch at the moment. But they're going to keep on and get burned. Tear. Why wasn't Charles' letter leaked, but they chose to leak Meghan's response? They keep forgetting the whole, she knows, copyright. And then there's the privacy. And she would win again, I'm sure, on the Telegraph, because, again, if you don't put the whole thing out, you're going to be in trouble if you do or you don't. But making it look like, tilting the vision, so to speak, against Meghan, yeah, that's the problem. Good old folks, that's the problem. Cookies and cream, I'm so proud of Meghan for shutting that madness down. DT's little smear stunt backfired. Yeah, if he was trying to smear his heir, which is the craziest thing in the world, but space, you're going to catch 10,000 times the karma when your heir is old enough to get you. Each one learns from the other. And you better believe your heir is watching you, Space, in more ways than can be said. Rachel, such an appropriate name, Lo. Also, the one reported the bullying claims, alleging he spoke to accusers. Oh. Benjamin, how are you? Keisha, Kim Peaches, exactly. Yeah, just need to get over themselves. JJ, she needs to send more letters. The only letter she needs to send, F and U. That's the only letters that I see that should be sent. Yes. And I think that statement said that. And they read it loud and clear. I just have to laugh because that was the quickest. Squad didn't even have to go that long, saying, "Oh, come on, y'all." Hi, Harry and Meghan, if you're listening. I like to think that you are. Thank you. Church knowing, this is so true. I don't put up with half the shit I used to when I was younger. I'm 51 and not having it. Okay, I'm a little older than that. I'm not the one. Not the one. Gwendolyn, mute Kate and pegging. William, days are numbered. Oh, please. They can have, if they want the crown, let them have it. It's that whole, you don't know what you're asking for, because, yeah. He might be incandescent with anger, but he's going to have an heir that's going to be doing 3 times as much against him, let alone the middle child, and then that youngest one, who is a spitfire right now. Ooh, wait till he gets older. Whew. Benjamin, did you guys discuss who may be behind the leak? Somewhat, but if you want to talk about it, I mean, I kind of look at it's one of the 2 households, if not all of them. It just seems to be that it was CH trying to make KP look bad, or because if KP was trying to make Meghan look bad, that was a dumb move, people. That was a very, 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 very dumb move. She's in the U.S. She ain't thinking about talking about y'all smartly, at least not on social media, as she is with her husband. I'm sure, like your family. I'm sure there's some other choice words, but she's such a sweet person. She probably doesn't use the words that I would use. All right. Cookies and cream. DT is an unimaginable, spineless, vindictive, racist jerk. Well, as is his heir. Because, let me go. Keisha, all the Sussex have to do is keep quiet and collect receipts. There you go. They hit send as they do like we do. Screenshot, hit send it to their attorneys. And then, it's just probably a 1-word response to the attorneys, go. And the attorneys know, send the cease and desist. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Church Nelly, I think it was that one, the consort. And KC3. Well, it could very well be. Gwendolyn Churchill, I absolutely don't have the patience. Let me see. Joan, Harry wrote the book and said that the most, but they keep attacking Meghan. Yeah, because she is they are still on the path of trying to break them apart, so that Harry will come back to the UK. Did I delete? I think I did remove the picture of Knockcott, but that Harry will leave the life that he currently has, his children, his wife, and come back and just be a third wheel. Space needs somebody to occupy Mumble's time when they're on engagements. I guess they would do, they just want him to be like Margaret. They really do. They want him to be like Margaret. He will probably, let me see, do I still have the picture in here? I probably had to delete it when I was uploading a lot of the other stuff from the last Sussex Saturday. Yeah. That picture that shows them walking away and there's a burning house in the back. Yeah, that would be basically what would happen. So, Beverly, well, they're seeing that they're just going to be bitch slapped by the wrong. Okay. Keep doing it, and this is what's going to happen. I'm glad that Meghan is no longer remaining silent with these racist, lying, vile jackasses. This is the F around, find out 2023 version. Exactly. Exactly. Enough of who cares if that's your family, whatever, but enough. And yeah, she's got to deal with the loony loos of, the parental side. And then she has to deal with the loony loons of Harry's parental side. Notice how the maternal sides are the sweet, loving, kind, and you want to tear them down and say all these things. The aunties have been to Montecito and have enjoyed seeing the children play in their backyard and soaked up some California sun. Mm-hmm. Anna, how are you? Mrs. Yes, I do love your quote. It's all the darn truth. Hot flashes are kicking in. Listen, we just don't tolerate. We might give you, long enough string, but when we start yanking that string, you're in trouble. I know me. If I see red, I start crying and see red. It's just walk away. Leave me alone. Kids, rubber lips and rage are angry, spoiled man babies that see H happy and enjoying his marriage. Oh yeah. He said his favorite scent is his wife. And he said it. Oh, okay. Now we all expected him to say it, but when he said it, we were like, "Oh, go, Harry." Rachel A. Lanson's didn't publish her letter. Yeah, but they're doing the drip. They were doing the drip, drip, drip. Oh, hinting as to what the letter said. Now she could put it out there, but why would she? Because it was supposed to be private correspondence. Again, the Palace needs to put out a statement that they're going to look into how this occurred. But we all know that one of the PR offices, they say they fight amongst each other and are leaking against each other. They keep forgetting that Harry and Meghan are no longer in the UK and under that umbrella, so to speak. Let me see, Joan. The person who's in possession, the letter was in, surely leaked it. Thank you, because who else would have known about it? Well, I mean, maybe the consort, found it in the nightstand or in the desktop drawer and said, "Oh, this would be perfect to give to my friends." Wasn't he at VL, initials VL? Wasn't he at that luncheon that she had when the other one who said he hated Meghan on a cellular level? Yeah. Benjamin, why is Harry even going now? Well, as someone said, he's a man of his word. Although someone did make a point, the palace said he was coming, but it wasn't a spokesperson, but they never corrected it. So that's what makes me believe he will be there. But, keep on messing with him. Keep on messing with Meghan. But see, she's well protected. There's going to be a lot of family and friends, and I'm sure Tyler is going to give that extra layer of protection. Yeah. Hattie, well, Lowe wanted Meghan to sue him, but he wanted to get her in court. But as we know, she will win this without going to court. Exactly. And that's if he keeps it up. So if cease and desist was sent, and obviously he ceased, and he was deleting because he was apologizing. Woo! I'm sure they'll come up with something else, but. And again, I go back to it was an interview 2 years ago that you're talking about now. That tells you have nothing new. Even the picture that's in the program is from the summer of 2018? Because it was shortly after she joined the family, being that she was not yet pregnant, had not had Archie. So you're using pictures from, 5 years ago in your program because you don't have anything recent of your children and grandchildren together. Although you can always Photoshop. I'm sure, Mumbles seems to be good at that. Her and the jazz hands seem to be good on the keyboard. Yeah. Although she didn't surprisingly take Louis' 5th birthday picture, surprisingly. I wonder why. Because she's supposed to be such a great photographer and has taken all the others. Lorna, The letter would be in King Chucky's private papers, so it was either King Chucky or Camilla with King Chucky's permission. You know she don't need permission from him. You know she runs him. I mean, the man wanted to be a sanitary product. Come on. At one of the messiest times of a woman's month, and he wanted to be that, to stop it up. Woo, okay. I can see where this is getting ready to go. Let me get through some of these comments, get off of here quickly. Joseph, selective leaking can blow up in your face. Thank God. Of karma. Yeah, the ancestors were like, oh no, you will not. You will not do this. You will not play around. You will not do this. And yes, they found out. Hello. Queen, is it Sha'isha? Beautiful Earth? I'm bad with saying names, so I'll say Queen Shah. All right. It sounds like Hemela is sneaking. Oh, she's always been Joy. Remember now, don't listen to her son, who's only playing nice. And if you can hear Penelope, I do apologize. She's out on the back deck, and she has to boss the entire land that you can't even see. Okay. Benjamin, if this is William, then this is about someone trying to make Harry stay away. Would it really benefit him for Harry to stay away? I mean, he's going to have Rose all up in the place. You better watch where he looks, his gazes go, and where his hands go. And I want to know where her husband sits. And I'll put the pieces together on that, and I'm going to quickly go on to another in the rest of these comments. Let me see. Joyce, good Sunday morning to you, VS. Whatever Meghan says, the world pays attention. Yeah. And she didn't even have to say anything. Like verbally. It was written, and they understood. JJ, I see that comment. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start reading some of these, like, and then what'd you do, Church Nelly? What did you do? Woo! Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Did you fix it, or do I need to get involved? Let me see. Kids, yeah, Lonnie, yeah. We just sit back and watch the mess roll. So, Benjamin, you think somebody wants drama? So what do they want drama? To deflect? I mean, this did derail all the coming out of Rose that they were doing, that they were setting the stage of, this is her background and the pedigree and blah, 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 and look at her. And keep showing the pictures of the three of them together. Yeah, let me keep going. Read comments. Don't say no more, VS. Okay. Mina, they need to leave people alone, especially if they ain't bothering nobody. Exactly. She doesn't have time. Now, I know Space does not want a situation where he and Harry are alone and he tries it again. Because he can run to the papers and say, oh, he hit me and I got bruises. But you deserve it. Sucker. You deserve it. If Harry decks you, you deserve it. Valerie, Meghan is living her best life and leave her alone. Yeah. She is. There you go. 3 cheers for shillings. That's right. Shillings. It's like, like we see here. Jerry Springer show. Most of you know that show. Mm-hmm. Cutie One, how are you? Good to see you. Now, my apologies again. I say this throughout all my different lives. There's a lot of comments. I'm skipping a lot of comments. If I didn't greet you personally, please don't take offense. I am just skipping through some of the comments and seeing some names, and I just blurt them out, Tourette's a little bit. Mm-hmm. Lorna, the king's private letters are guarded like Fort Knox by his private secretary. Oh, the new private secretary? Because the other private secretary is being sued for discrimination. because they are part of the historical record. So the only way Carmilla could get her hands on this by Chucky's okay. You don't think she runs that the what is it? The not really the empire. You don't think she runs the show, even with his permission? You know, he said whatever. See, you remember when they put that statement out? Whatever Meghan wants, Meghan gets. No, it's whatever the consort wants, the consort gets. Because her hobnobbing with people who then put out the most heinous statements and then nothing comes about. Yeah, okay. She runs the shit over there. The consort does. It's all about her. You know, she don't even want consort because you know we already know she's a consort. But yeah, okay. Benjamin, they are so arrogant to make her look bad that they end up making her win. Exactly. You know, when you point your finger, there's what, three others pointing back at you. They never learn that lesson. Kim, why can't they just keep their focus on their coronation day and shut their mouths? Well, you know, Space is upset because it's not his. They're really trying to just shove. They've been for years trying to shove his dad out the way. It's hereditary, and you get it when your daddy transitions. So you shouldn't try to make that or expedite that. So, because all will be looking at you, Space, if something happens to him before that period of time. So, a lot of these people should know by now that Meghan is nobody's fool. They know it, but they expected her to be quiet. Sharon the clown said she told 17th lie. Look now, mic drop on them. They always tell on themselves. We see a headline, we say, no, no, no. We pull out receipts and we start pulling out even more receipts. We go back even beyond when Meghan even knew Harry. And then eventually, Shillings drops in and pays a visit. And then they all seem to find the common sense that they should have had before they even did the little drip, drip, drip of her response to a letter that was a response to her initial letter. I hope you followed that. Woo! Beverly, so true, Miss VS. Also the scene where they are in the kitchen in New York with former employee and she told him that's your brother. Take heed, idiots. That's right. She wanted to say a little more, but them cameras, she remembered the cameras. Oh, but how many of us wish she had just went in on a tirade? But again, that's not Meghan. She's so sweet. I need some of that Cali to come out in her because I know there's more than the California love, peace, all. Come on now. I need you to bring it out. The slice, dice, and talk later. Yeah. I know you got it in you, Meghan. Cutie, when the firm thrives on cover-ups and lies, it's imperative to assassinate the characters of people they want to break mentally. Yes. And they were very close in doing that when they insulated her from even, no, you don't need to go out. You're everywhere. And her picture was everywhere, although she wasn't. It was just the craziest stuff. And for her to get to the point to think that I don't need to be here, like that'll help him. Yeah. And it was wonderful to even hear Harry acknowledge he didn't address that correctly, how he should have. It was the institution Harry versus the husband. So, because, they still went to that engagement. Of course, because that was keeping all the noise down. And then you wouldn't have the Rhoda, listen, as heavily pregnant as she was, it would have been like, she's not feeling well. The other one used, okay, maybe not as an excuse because she was allegedly very sick in the beginning of her pregnancies. But then she was feeling so much better. But what happened towards the end of them? Because she really didn't work during her pregnancies. Kim, how many cease and desist notices need to be issued before qualifying for a formal legal gag order? Just asking for a friend. That's a good question. I wish I was an attorney, but I'm not. To me, the cease and desist should be the gag order. It would be lovely if she went into the UK, or just had Shillings do a human rights case for her, space has done to cover up his shenanigans, because the press can't talk about any of the crap that he, all his trollops through the tulips and the roses and the roses and the roses and the roses. Woo! Okay, a few more comments. Let me see. Annie, when you get stirred up, it stinks worse. They need to concentrate on the combination, which is a big shit show in itself. Okay, I said it. I don't want to get started. It is Sunday. I don't want to get started. Okay, Cookies and Cream. I hope Meghan sued the Emeralds in international court for violating her human rights. A lot of tea will be spilled. All the skeletons will come out of the closet. If they don't realize that they're going to be setting themselves up for that, I don't know what else to say to them. So, I had to shut someone down on Twitter who was talking all kind of crazy. Oh, they knew what they were doing. Their security was pulled here in March, and their location was leaked previously, and then their security was pulled. Meghan asked them not to do that. They did it anyway. And Harry should have security as the child of the heir to the throne, who is now on the throne or will be on the throne shortly. And, yeah. And not talking about the toilet, although it is like a toilet there. Black Queen, oh my goodness. How long ago was this? Woo, 20 minutes ago. Okay, let me get off here. I've been on this long. It's almost an hour. Y'all know how I do. I don't like to go over that period of time. So Black Queen, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. And it stopped. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay, my gosh. Had to play it twice because it just kept stopping. I don't know if you all just heard my husband. Babe, do you want to come in here and repeat that? Come, don't come to the door. You got to come in so they can hear it.
It's stopping for a reason.
I hope y'all heard that. See how he talks about my singing? Y'all say how much you love it. Hey, Connie. Him, not so much. Woo! Let me see. Kim, Prince Louis is going to be a real trouble for... Oh, he's already trouble for her. He done put his hand in her face, told her to hush, stuck his tongue out, all that stuff. And let me see, Joyce. The letter was sent to Charles, so it had to be him or his staff that have access to his correspondence. Oh, the tangled webs we weave when at first we try to deceive. Why did they think people wouldn't look at, well, who is the source? They always use that term, the source. If you have the letter, it obviously was given in as okay. Again, he needs to concentrate on his, con your nation as well as his consort. You need to get her in check. Okay. Bella's about to lose it. Just a few more, and then I'm going to let y'all go and have a good time. Hello to everybody. Hopefully you all have hit thumbs up. You've shared if you can. Subscribe if it's your first time here, or you want to leave a comment. Benjamin, Meghan is like, keep my name out your mouths. I'm not playing your Game of Thrones exactly. And if we remember in Game of Thrones, you know what? I'm going to end on this little statement that I'm about to make. And I'm skipping so many comments, but on this, I will say, if those of you who watch Game of Thrones, the one who wound up with the throne was the one not expected to. So, on that note, I'm going to say, take care of yourselves, everybody. Love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining the stream. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. It's nice and sunny here. I might try to get my husband to take me to Lowe's to get some mulch and work in the yard. Got to get your hands in the dirt and recenter a little bit. So let me put my outro music up. Take care. Love you. And yeah, they need to be thinking about Game of Thrones. You want to play that, but remember how it ended. Okay.